What is going on, everybody? Much like Gary says here, it is game night. Vikings versus Bears kicks off in a little over an hour at US Bank Stadium. Big game. Actually, I mean, honestly, kind of a big game for the Vikings coming off the loss last week against Denver, which now that Detroit lost, that one looks a little bit worse, but it is what it is. Either way, though, the race for the division is wide open again. This would be a huge win, especially with 2 games left against the Lions. But of course, before you can start looking forward to that, plus the bye week and getting JJ back, you just got to take care of business at home against an inferior Bears team, one you should beat. And it's a big one, man. Absolutely big one. Division games are always fun. Monday Night Football, it's going to be great. What are your thoughts going into this?
Hey, I just want to shout out Gary again. What up, Gary? I saw, the whole thing going on with your grandson has been fantastic. I popped into Rap's show to those shows always go so well for him too. The ones that he's trying to help raise money and all that stuff is so great to see. But what up, Gary? We got Joey Hawking in the building. What up, Joey? And Sodak Kid in the building. Vikings tonight versus the Bears, a game that we should dominate. I'm expecting a dominant performance. Obviously, it's hard to say that as Viking fans. I mean, they should. Based on skill level, based on pretty much everything, we should. It all comes around, of course, starting with the head coach and playing an all-around game and staying aggressive and keeping your foot on the gas. And I mean, say it all the time, but I think that's what we need to do in this game. And hopefully we just see that. Hopefully we just see a well-rounded game. It'll be interesting to see Dobbs another week with him on this squad here. And again, obviously, no JJ. I wasn't really expecting him to play anyways, but it sounds like the plan is to get him back after the bye week. But hey, we need to get this W going into the bye week. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do, and hopefully we see just a Vikings team, kind of like the Timberwolves, where we come in and we just go and dominate a team. And that's what we see that's different with the Timberwolves this year. Mm-hmm. And we need to see that out of our Vikings, because we've seen a lot of good wins. We've seen the San Francisco game. I would say the Green Bay game we did kind of win handedly. It got a little bit ugly at the end there, a little bit. That Atlanta Falcons game, we had to make a comeback. Another game we should have won. And then the Saints game, finally we were going to get a dominant performance by our team, and then we let them come back at the end. And then obviously the loss to the Broncos, which was a really close game and a game that we should have won. And we've yet just to go out and just dominate a team. And if there's a team that we should do that against, it should be this Bears team. And that's like the last step for us to look at ourselves as pretenders or, the real deal here. So, man, hopefully. What up, Skull for Life Barber? See you in here.
What's going on?
What's your thoughts so far going into this game? I know you're a little bit more, maybe not as optimistic. You're hopeful,
right? Like, this is a game
it's hard to say, though.
This is a game we should win, but just divisional games are always concerning, right? In a game coming off, I guess I would actually feel a little bit worse about this game if we did end up beating Denver. But the fact that we didn't, I do think O'Connell, which is one thing you can say about him, is whether you think he keeps his foot on the gas whole game or not, the big thing that you notice with him is he does seem to have the team ready to play every game. Like, there's not like those lulls to start games, which is huge. Right. I think he's going to have the team ready to play. But before the week before a bye week, this team knows they're getting your best player out the back on the field after the bye week is done. It does feel like one of those games that they come into this feeling themselves a little bit, thinking, hey, it's just the Bears. We've beaten them before. We got this.
But we lost a bad game against the Broncos.
Right,
so
right. Which is why I think it's going to be flipped a little bit. But still, you got to think like there's still that feeling on the team. Like, we should win this game, go into the bye week, get our player back, and everything's going to be good. And Justin Fields obviously does present some challenges, mainly with his legs. He had 106 yards rushing last week, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
But again, that's just the biggest thing. But the reason I feel pretty good about this game is because I trust Flores to come in with a game plan, keep him in the pocket, make him beat you with his arm. I think we'll have a good game plan against the guy's name who I can't remember, DJ Moore. I think we'll have a good game plan against DJ Moore, and I think we end up pulling this one out. I do think it'll be tight, though. I think it's going to be another one of those nail biting games that does come down to the end of it. But
Nope, not to me. I think we're going. Well, I'm going to say optimistic. I mean, I'm ready. I just want us to see our team beat bad teams, and that's what we need to see here.
Mhm.
And against, I mean, you have Dobbs in here. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays. I know he was looking a little shaky at the end of that last game. As the pressure was coming on, I do think we're going to see the Bears, if they're smart, they watched Dobbs so far in these last couple games, and once the pressure really started coming, I think his throws were getting a little all over the place here. But you know they're going to bring the pass rush. They're going to try if they're smart. But Chicago Bears have arguably the worst pass rushing team in the NFL this year. So I mean that's something we do have, I guess. So I think we're going to see Josh Dobbs with some time today, and I do think we need to. Hopefully, we see some deeper passes, and I'd like to see something early just to set the tone of this entire game. If we come in here in the first drive and we throw something deep, especially if it's gets caught or whatever, I do think that will set the tone for the rest of this game, so they know they can't just bring everybody up on us like the Broncos did last game.
For sure.
And I think that's going to be one of the keys to victory. If not the key to this victory, is to open up the field. I think. And then I saw Joey talk about the Madison situation. Big win if Madison sits. I know Madison is probably going to get the start, but I'm hoping we do start seeing more of a 50-50 split with Ty Chandler and Madison. I'm not sure if Kevin O'Connell said it or someone said it. I saw something saying, a lot of it's coming down to like letting Chandler get better in pass protection. So that's kind of.
But he also did mention that he also did mention the word accountability when it came to when he was talking about Alexander Madison as well. So hopefully that's a little bit of a hint that split share or the carry share is going to come down just a little bit.
Right.
A little bit back more to even.
Let me do a couple shout outs here. What the McAndrews already and Purple Gopher Days. I was just in their channel. Said what up to McAndrews already today. What up? Hey, everybody, too. I know I was in Justin's channel. You guys need to pop in there as much as you can and send some donies to him because I know his daughter's trying to go to New York. He was talking about that on his channel, and he's trying to get some donations. And I think, what is it, Dave Day? For any amount of money that is donated towards his daughter's trip, the school or somebody will match that donation. So anybody go into Day's live streams. I think he's done for today, but throughout the week and send some money that way. I threw some money at him already, so we'll definitely do that for him. But what up, the Frozen North's in the building? Who am I forgetting here? I think we got everybody for now. I think we got
actually though. Speaking of the Madison thing, interesting tweet from Jeremy Fowler earlier. Yeah. Well, Alexander Madison will continue to start for the Vikings tonight against the Bears. Minnesota will keep using Ty Chandler in an enhanced role.
That's what I saw.
Upside / explosion once he gets pass protection down. So that's
what I read. That's what I read. Exactly that. So that's what I mean. It'll be interesting to see, and hopefully we do see that because it is true. We need that on this team, and Madison really isn't doing enough of the short yardage stuff to make you believe that we shouldn't have someone on the field at all times that can break one open at any moment. Like he's not significantly better in that area where you should think he should be out there instead of Chandler, even on short downs at this point.
Yeah. But one of the concerning things about that though is when they put that out there, doesn't it kind of tell you that when Ty Chandler's in the game, they're going to run? When you put that stuff out into the universe, it kind of makes other teams think like, hey,
well, they think, but then
I think that's why they maybe need to mix in a little bit.
Our boys playing chess out here, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was actually talking to someone about that today at work, and how maybe you got to have a couple plays where you mix in CJ Ham on some obvious blocks in the run game, and then when you do go to a pass, Ham can be your extra blocker instead of having to rely on Ty Chandler. But obviously that will take some mixing those two in together on some running plays first, and then some passing plays as well, just to kind of keep defenses guessing. But
dude, 100%, man, Andrews. Hey, and we were talking about Justin Jefferson earlier. Not gonna be here in this game, but hopefully we see him after the bye. I think we will. But of course, that means another show, another Justin Jefferson rookie card. Hopefully we can see him back soon. Get those hashtag goals in the comments. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel, of course, if you haven't already. But get those hashtag goals in the comments here, everybody.
Is enhanced role a player friendly way of saying running? I think so. Actually, that's actually probably Probably a good way to think about it. Yeah.
I'm hoping so. That's what we're hoping. So, I mean, we need to see some more Ty Chandler.
Right. And then I honestly think that splitting the carries that way will make Madison more effective.
Yeah.
Like I think not. Yeah. I think it's going to be just like it was when he played with Delvin, is when he's in there, it's going to be more effective because it's a different type of running and you're going to be mixing in two totally different styles together. So I mean, if people like, I understand the whole, like, you don't want to take snaps away from Madison, but you're going to make him a better player if you do.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. I mean, you have to have that competition in there, I think. And that's what Madison kind of never really had that this year. I mean, Cam Akers came in the picture for a little bit, but once we re-signed Alexander Madison and let Delvin Cook go, it was just like, hey, this is your job, almost 100%. You know, going into the season, it was like, I didn't think it would last this. He just hasn't done enough, I thought. I didn't think with this production it would last this long, but he just hasn't had, even after some fumbles, even just not the best playing, he hasn't had any real competition, or at least it doesn't seem like Kevin O'Connell is giving the other running backs the fair shot to become the number one running back here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's why actually at the end of this show, I want to do, let's see if I can find one here. I want to do a DraftKings, and I want to do
I did a lot of DraftKings on Thanksgiving and not a lot of success. No success at all. Actually, no success at all.
Into number of players. Yeah, because I want to do one with Ty Chandler as the captain, because I think we're going to see a touchdown from Ty Chandler today. I think we're going to see like at least a 20-yard touchdown from Ty Chandler today. I'm feeling it.
Though the Bears are pretty good against the run this year, though. I think they're only allowing like 70-some yards per game, so might be tough. But you got to stick. But again,
trash.
But to make this offense all it can be, you do need to stick to the run game, and you gotta get that going in there a little bit.
What the heck? Okay.
Is Evans out tonight?
I didn't know if he was.
Well, the injury.
Hey, what up, Sculpture Soup?
What's going on?
What up?
The injury report is out.
Let's go.
I guess.
I don't know if he's in here today. Hey, what up, Major 33? Man, I was really hoping that Caleb Evans. Oh, you're the one that said that, man. I was really hoping that Caleb Evans would play tonight. That's another thing is Blackman too. If Caleb Evans doesn't, he's inactive. Okay. So Blackman's gonna get another start, I guess you'd call it, right? CB2, but I'm assuming that's kind of like start, whatever. Hopefully we see some growth from last game to this game. And DJ Moore, we don't have a ton to worry about. I'm not really afraid of, but DJ Moore. So
Lewis Cine is suiting up tonight. Let's go. The best kept secret on the Minnesota Vikings. Let's get him some plays.
I'd give him a couple shots. And actually, I want to see, I mean, honestly, I know how a lot of people feel about this guy. I think people are coming around a little bit, but it'd be nice to see a little bit more Andrew Booth, because in his small playing time, he's been looking pretty solid. So I think we're going to maybe even see a little bit more of him tonight, especially since Blackman kind of, I think Blackman still has a little bit of learning to do. I think there's just a couple spots where you could just tell he froze.
Yeah.
Which he's a rookie. Yeah. So it's going to happen. But
Cine pick 6. Yes. This is going to start it, man. This is gonna start the Lewis Cine hype train.
That'd be crazy. Tonight. I mean, obviously, he's Go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say the Hamilton stuff is on full freaking flames right now because he's playing so well. Which, he was like a generational safety coming in.
I mean, I bet you right now, if you ask Kwesi if he'd go back and redo that pick, he'd probably tell you yes. Yeah, I think he learned. I actually think he learned a lot from that first draft. That sometimes
I think he was
got to take what's there.
He was forcing a trade. I don't think it was so much passing on Hamilton as much as it was like he just wanted to trade some way somehow. To the extent where you trade all the way to 31 for just like an extra second or whatever.
For sure, Major 33. Because seeing that's one of the things he does in college. Somewhere in him is that potential to be at least a good pass rushing safety, because he's done it. He did it plenty of times in Georgia.
So how do you think Josh Dobbs is going to do in this game? What are you expecting from Josh Dobbs?
I'm expecting what we've seen every week with Josh Dobbs. I just think he's that guy. He's gonna have a few really nice plays. He's gonna have some plays you're like, man, what are you doing? He's gonna throw a few interceptable passes, and
do you think he's gonna throw an interception?
He's gonna make those plays. You're like, damn, nice.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think we're gonna keep seeing, but I think you're gonna see him look more comfortable in the offense overall. It's been a month now that he's been here. coming off his first loss with this team. I think he's going to look the same, but I also think he's going to look like he's more confident, which I think makes sense. But
yeah, definitely. I settled down.
And he's at US Bank Stadium. He's going to be at home, comfortable place to play. So yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, man. And if he's getting pressured a lot, like in these other games, it seems like he handles the pressure pretty well at first, but I think it like hits a breaking point in some of these games where it's just so continuous, especially if he can't get the ball deep. And that's the big thing again, is hopefully he can do that. And I do think, I know Jalen Naylor, I'm pretty sure he's active today. So hopefully we see to him, because I mean, honestly, out of anyone on our team, he might be the most known to be a deep threat. We haven't got to see a ton of him. It'd be kind of cool to see a little bit more of him. But that brings me to Jordan Addison, man. I think we need to like dial up some more plays for JAs. We just haven't seen that ever since Kirk Cousins kind of went down. I get it. Like Josh Dobbs, I mean, he has a lot to learn, but I'm hoping that they come in here and the game plan is a little bit focused more around Jordan Addison a little bit and get the ball in his hands at least a couple times. I mean, obviously it's his job to get open, but you need him to touch the ball sometimes because he brings the most talent in our wide receiver corps. So I'm hoping we see more of him. It'd be nice to see a deep ball in his direction at some point in this game. And then, of course, TJ Hawkinson, just keep doing what you're doing with him. I mean, that safety blanket's perfect. That's exactly why he's here. This is exactly why he's one of the better tight ends in the NFL. And I do think Dobbs needs to just keep doing that. So, Hey, JJ in the building. Hey, JJ, did you yeah, let's go. Addison touchdown tonight. That's what I'm hoping. I want to see Addison needs to get those touchdowns back going here. JJ, did you get those cards? I sent those out, I don't know, a few days ago. Let me know if you got those or not.
But anyway, Vikings inactive tonight. Jaron Hall, but he is the emergency third quarterback, so he will dress. Nick Muse, Chris Reed, Hakeem Adeniji, Nick Vigil, and Caleb Evans. So outside of Caleb Evans, really nobody outside of the ordinary. So
okay. JJ, it'll probably come tomorrow. I bet you any money. He'll probably be there tomorrow. Hawk TD as well tonight. So we're feeling Dobbs is going to have a couple throwing touchdowns.
And a rushing touchdown, he said.
And a rushing touchdown.
All right.
I can see that. 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdown for Dobbs. I'm going to say, might as well just throw out the whole thing here. I'm going to say he's going to run for over 50 yards. I think he's going to run. This is the bold take. This is my bold take for this game. He's going to have more rushing yards than Justin Fields. That's the bold take.
I think Josh Dobbs is going to be the best player or the best quarterback who plays tonight. What do we got? Major 33. Hopefully this is Addison night. He hasn't scored a touchdown since Kirk went down. Yeah. That is very accurate. I think at times you're still seeing him and Addison just not on the same page yet. I mean, because obviously anytime you have a rookie or a quarterback in a new system, the first player they connect with is the tight end, and him and Hawkinson have kind of had that. Plus, I know that they played catch with each other in Nashville in the offseason and stuff, or threw the ball around a little bit. So, I think we just really do need to see that connection between Dobbs and Addison kind of come to fruition. Hopefully tonight that.
Yep, that's what we're missing here. It's just the chemistry. It takes time to get use of a player when you just came out of nowhere. And you have to and we saw that with Addison earlier in the season where it's just like Kirk Cousins, I think kind of did have chemistry early. He just didn't get on the field or whatever. KLC is feeling him out. I don't know. I just think it takes time, especially when you are, a receiver that is kind of smaller. And I think it takes a while to understand hey, this dude has tons of skill. I know he might look small out there, but you can throw the ball up to him. You can catch him deep. He can do all those things. So hopefully we do see that.
Yeah. Major 33 again. Dobbs struggled with what Kirk was great at, deep ball, which explains why Brandon Powell is thriving with short to intermediate passes. Never thought of it that way. Obviously I know Jamie's brought up a lot the fact that we just don't see the deep balls from him. But yeah, that actually makes a ton of sense with Powell because Powell is kind of quick and he's good at those kind of short to intermediate type.
And you need Addison on more stuff like that, even
for sure. I mean, and we've thought that. And let's be real, we've thought that all year long.
Yeah, we did because that's what he's like. That's what he's supposed to excel at. But he does a lot of everything. Again, to Joey Hawking's point here, Justin Jefferson rookie card giveaway. Hopefully, comes back after the bye here. Hashtag Scold in the comments. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
See, I'm not one of those people that has to tweet at Justin Jefferson for their fantasy teams because ever since
misery in the building,
ever since he went down, I think I've lost once. So my team's only going to get better once JJ comes back. I've won all this time without JJ and without Kyron Williams. And now I'm getting them both back, and it's fantastic.
You're just like the Vikings, man. It's going to be
absolutely
your team's going to learn. Your team's going to learn how to perform without relying on JJ. And just like the Vikings, they're going to learn how once JJ comes back, it's like, all right, we figured out how to be a team without JJ, and now you're just adding them to the whole situation here. So
Jalen Hurts is absolutely carrying my fantasy team right now. It's ridiculous.
I lucked out on mine. I don't even know what happened. Oh, I had Denver's defense. But yeah, so how about on the defensive side? Addison guy. And I think the thing with Addison is you just don't – it sucks to see his production have to go down after having such a great stretch. But yeah, here's Justin's thing here. Sorry, had to step out. Yes, the donations get a percentage match. I'll be on tomorrow with Rap at 7, and the fundraising continues. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, everybody go into Justin's and Rap show tomorrow at 7. Justin is trying to get some donations to get his daughter to go to the Big Apple, New York City. And for all donations, get a percentage match. So y'all should definitely go and check out their show tomorrow at 7 Central.
And to go on Gary's question here, actually, talking about this, both the defense with, Gary, what scares you about this game? And actually, it's exactly what the music and the misery says here. Justin Fields and his ability to get out of the pocket and his ability to make things happen with his legs. And then that, obviously, what that leads to in the passing game with a guy like DJ Moore. And that's, if you're asking me the one thing about this game that scares me, that is it. It's all Justin Fields and what he can do. The longer he extends plays.
If there's something I'm actually liking now is I know, is it Dante Foreman? Is it Dante Foreman? Yeah, Dante Foreman, right? He's out tonight. He's out tonight.
Oh, something like that.
Deontay Foreman. Yep. He is out tonight, and I know in the run game, I think I'm 100% with Casey. I think that's the biggest thing. We keep Justin Fields inside the pocket. I think there's no question we should definitely win this game. We can't let him outside of that. But Foreman, I mean, as much as we've been better against these like speedy catching type of running backs this season, I think, holding up the run game right in the middle of the defense has been the bigger issue for us, and Foreman is that guy for the Bears, and with him being out, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that as much. So I do think that's definitely a plus going into this game. Hey, One Bar and Lupagus in the show. What up? What's up? Yeah, let's definitely get this W tonight. We're getting it for sure. This is the game where the Vikings need to show that
one of those games you're chewing on your fingernails till the fourth quarter. I really do, just because, like I said, it's all just divisional games. I mean, I think Flores, I don't think Fields is going to frustrate us that much because I think Flores is going to have a good plan. But I don't know, just something about those divisional home games, the fact we're going into a bye week after this, it's one of those things I'm just a little nervous about. A little bit.
Yeah, I still think this is the kind of game we need to win this. Like, if we want to feel as a fan base like we have a good chance of going into playoffs. Obviously, we lost. It's coming off a game that we should have easily won against the Broncos. Like, that was our game to win that we just let slip between our fingers there. If we want to feel as a fan base, like, hey, we're not just going to like sneak into playoffs and we might actually have a shot to do something there. Something that I do feel like we kind of felt against that San Francisco game, in that Green Bay game. I mean, even the Falcons, all the way up until the second half of the Saints game, really, is when things felt like, all right, like our offense is clicking, KOC is clicking, the play call's clicking, everything's working, the defense is really solid. But if we really want to feel that confident going into playoffs, like we can do something more than just make it to the first go or like get bounced after out of the first round. I do think we have to beat a bad team. We have to go in and destroy a bad team. I don't care if it's in the division or not. And, that's the last thing I need to like fully jump on the board of this Vikings team this season. And of course, I mean, especially behind Dobbs, who is an inexperienced quarterback, who is definitely, beating all expectations. And hopefully we do see more of that going into this game, but
for sure. Let's see what we got here. Major 33. You know what's weird? Everyone's worried about JJ's return, but not Marcus Davenport's absence. Yeah, I don't know. Because at this point, with Marcus Davenport, I just don't even know. It's weird. Because when he played, he was really good. He kind of beat expectations because of all the injuries, but then when he got hurt again, you're just kind of like, yeah, I guess it is what it is. And I think, didn't they say recently there was some sort of a setback in his recovery or something like that? So it's going to be a little bit longer. So
yeah,
I don't know. But it'd be nice. It would be nice to have him back for the playoffs or for that stretch run at the end of the season to add to this defense that's been playing really well as of late.
yeah, dude, and that would be a big difference too, because that's what's missing. I mean, we're bringing the most blitz, but we're still like one of the lowest graded pass rushing teams in the NFL, and that's just obviously it just shows so much about Flores. And he's still bringing the pressure, but we're just not getting to the quarterback because he's doing a lot with not a lot of talent as pass rushing players outside of Daniil Hunter. And then you could say Ivan Pace, but right now he has to do a little bit of everything. So we can't just have him rush all the time. But Joey, did you see they lowered monetization to 500 subs right when you hit 1K? So Joey, it's 500. Once you hit 500 subs, you get the super chat, but I think you have to hit 1,000 to get the actual like ads and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's what 500 and 3,000 watch hours I think for supers and like being able to push any merch or whatever on YouTube. Then yeah, it's the 1,000 and 4,000 for ad revenue.
Again, Kofi. Another show, another Justin Jefferson rookie card giveaway. Get those hashtag skulls in the comment. Like the video. There's 16 people in here. We have 9 likes. Like the video. Appreciate it big time. And subscribe if you have not already. Would be huge for us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, outside of that, I mean, who else are you worried about anything else? Because I think
not
DJ Moore, like that's the only other guy you have to worry about. I'm not worried about
but DJ Moore's effectiveness is all on can Justin Fields extend plays? So
yeah,
I'm not overall.
It's really just keeping him in the pocket and making him have to use his arm. I mean, that's all we have to do. And then but then on offense, we can't play conservative. And getting the deep ball is pretty important, obviously. I think that's going to be the difference of us on offense, but their Bears defense is just not that good, and we shouldn't have to worry about the pass rush too much, even though I know they're going to try to bring the pressure because if they watched last game's tape, like we already been talking about, they'd be smart to try to do that.
Absolutely.
Hey, my guy Austin's in the building. What up, Austin? But yeah, so
I mean, yeah, this whole game. I mean, this whole game really does come down to coaching. Like, can Kevin O'Connell find a creative, aggressive game plan to keep the pressure on? And on the defensive side of the ball, can you limit Justin Fields' effectiveness moving out of the pocket? Which again, if you can, that makes him a pocket passer, and that's exactly what you want. So,
sounds good. Music in the misery. Let's get this W tonight. Let's get this W. Let's roll this Bears team and show the Lions that they still have something to worry about.
Absolutely. Major 33 Dobbs, 258, 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 fumble.
Ooh.
That sounds. I mean, I said he's probably going to play a very Dobbs-like game, and I think that's a very accurate stat line. That's kind of what we've seen from him every game.
Yeah,
which is
and
fine.
He's been getting over 200 yards every game, which is impressive. But no, I like that 250. I'm going to say 50 on the ground as well, and I'm going to replace the fumble. I'm going to say he gets one of these interceptions this game. He's been pretty lucky on these interceptions, and it's the biggest thing going into this game that we have to watch because he could have like 3 or 4 interceptions so far as being a Viking, and luckily the balls have not been caught. So if we do see a lot of those, I mean, we might be having a whole different conversation after the bye week. I'm thinking, but hopefully not. Hopefully him being in this offense for another week, we'll see him making a little bit better decisions on there. But
for sure. For Kofi, KOC needs to be creative with Dobbs. He's not a sit back and read guy. Give him quick reads and run the ball. He struggles with accuracy. That is true. Mm-hmm. And then obviously take that and turn it into a couple deep shots to stretch the defense a little bit, just to keep them guessing. So I think that's a good game plan. So basically just use your guys to what they're most effective at doing. Use Addison's route running ability. Use TJ Hawkinson as kind of a security blanket guy who can have a couple big breaks, have some check downs to the running backs in there. And then, eventually you open it up for a deep shot which is why it would be nice. And I think maybe that's part of it too, is like you don't have that deep shot guy, which is why you miss, for the people saying we don't need JJ, we're winning without him. But this is why you miss a Justin Jefferson, right? You miss that deep shot potential, a guy that can do, a guy that you can rely on to make a big play when you don't have one yet. Like that's what's missing from this offense, because you have a ton of guys that can do exactly what they're saying here, the short intermediate type route.
Right.
You don't have that guy who can take the top off the defense right now.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a one shot towards Jalen Naylor though, because he's supposed to be that type of guy, right?
Yeah. But,
so that'd be interesting if we did
want to talk about
but
chemistry. Like those two probably haven't thrown to each other much at all. So because if anything in practice, you're just on shortened time with a new quarterback, you're just getting him reps with the players he's going to see consistently. Which is why, and maybe it's a good thing. I mean, JJ's getting limited work, but I'm sure they're throwing to each other. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they're going to build up some of that chemistry before JJ gets back, which would be huge. Addison, 6 catches, 84 yards. Hawk, 9 catches, 96 yards. And Chandler, 18 carries, 110 yards.
Ooh, okay. So this will be interesting if
player out here at 9. I like it.
I'm
a lot of these predictions.
Loving this shit right now, Major. I'm loving this shit right now. And I do think that's going to be the big thing. We're talking about the running back 1, running back 2 thing. It'll be interesting if Chandler is the hot hand. Do we see the Vikings just actually start rolling with him instead of keep bringing Madison back in? Because that's something we'd see, like Chandler starts moving and all of a sudden the next drive, Madison's right back in there. And then, I mean, to the extent where even if Madison doesn't play that great on a drive, he'll be in there again. It's definitely like mostly Madison compared to Chandler. So it'll be interesting if the Vikings do make that shift to go towards the hot hand here.
For sure.
Hey, thanks, One Bar. We appreciate you popping in, man. Hey, if anybody in here, I'm assuming you're all already subscribed. Be crazy if you weren't, but if you are not, go tap into One Bar, one of the best Vikings content out here on the internet. Definitely go over there and subscribe if you haven't already. And I mean, I'm sure y'all are, but definitely gotta make that shout out. I'm telling you here first, we get 3 turnovers tonight. Are we going to win the turnover? That's the big one. Yeah, we haven't even talked about turnovers this entire show.
Yeah, because we know we shouldn't do it anymore. I mean, it's so frustrating at this point that they can't. I mean, turnovers happen, right? But 3 in one game is ridiculous, and you just can't do it. So,
yeah, that's good. Obviously,
I'm calling it. No, you said 1 interception. I'm saying it's a turnover-free game tonight.
Turnover-free game. Do we get any free games? That's all we need. I was going to say, do we cause any turnovers?
Yes, 1.
Okay. And I think even if it ended 0-0, I think we could even give them 1 turnover and we still should dominate this game. But if we get 0 takeaways and they get 0 takeaways, we should dominate this game. We should. On paper, we definitely should.
We got your running backs need touches to get in rhythm. KOC hasn't allowed Chandler to hit his groove yet. And that's also very true. Especially with guys that aren't prime Delvin Cooks, right? Like, yeah, I definitely think that's a good point. To me, because as soon as Chandler breaks off a good run or a couple effective runs in a row, they pull him. Which I get, like, you want fresh legs, but I don't think that's the reason why. So,
and I'd like to see some quarterback draws and stuff like that. Some like called quarterback run plays.
What freaking the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts yesterday to win that game.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. That was awesome.
I know. And that's what I'd like to see. We don't have to do like not a toss to your quarterback. Let's just get some normal, like he snaps the ball, runs a quarterback draw, those kind of stuff. Let's just keep it at that. And I'd like to see that because that will bring cause so far we haven't really seen any of those type of plays with Josh Dobbs. I mean, when he uses his legs, it's usually avoiding pressure and then using his legs there, other than that one play that was the toss to Dobbs last game. Yeah. But it'd be nice to bring that in there too. Just kind of, I don't know, as you have to think as these weeks go on and you have this type of mobile quarterback, that Kevin O'Connell is only going to open it up more and more as it goes, as he learns to use him and his mobility, and as he just learns this, Dobbs learns this offense in general. So I'm hoping you just see a little bit more of that. And I do think that play was an example of KOC trying something with a mobile quarterback. I don't think it worked exactly how they wanted to, but I do think we're going to still see some more creativity, somewhat like maybe not like that, but around something like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's your link for swag? We don't have the link yet. I know Rap actually has his store.
I saw that. Yeah, cool. He has a
Rap has a store. Hey Gary, how about we'll hit you up? We're gonna buy some hats this week. If anybody in here wants a hat, I think we're just gonna buy some. If someone wants any, we're just gonna order them together type of thing. But Gary, we'll hit you up after the show. If you want to grab a hat, we'll order a few hats or whatever. That's what I want. I want to get a hat. That's
apparently. It's a funny story. So last week on our Bleacher Report stream after, was that last week or is it 2 weeks ago? On our Bleacher Report stream after the game, Jamie took some shit for wearing his Vikings hat backwards from a guy who told him to grow up and be like and act like you're 30.
I was like, "Fuck you."
We had someone that was very much not happy with us. I think that was last week. It was hilarious. 2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't remember, but either way, it was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll hit you up.
People, some of those. See, that's why I don't like the people on Bleacher Report as much as I like you guys, because the Bleacher Report people are just mean. They don't know.
No, there's a lot of cool people on Bleacher Report. You literally just get people who are there for trolls, and they're not like in our shows.
Absolutely. But for everybody that showed up here from Bleacher Report, I didn't mean that about you. It's just some people.
Yeah, there's some good ones in there. When I became rich NFL analyst, I'm taking Papa Gary fishing on my private yacht. Hey, you're not going to invite us? We got to go on that. I want to go. I'll go. I'm going. I want a hat signed by the GG Boys. Social security numbers optional. Hey, I got you. Definitely. We'll do that.
That's what we could do. We could get the logo on the front and like embroidered our signatures on the back.
And then our social security number. Where do you want to put that?
Well, no, probably not quite that. We could like we'll put like a bunch
Let's
of numbers.
Let's go, JJ. I like it. I love it.
We'll hide a bunch of numbers all over the hat, and you got to put them together. They'll have all the right numbers in there, but you got to put them in the right order in order to get it.
Yeah. And then you can steal our identity. That works great.
You don't want mine, I promise. There's not a lot you're getting here.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be putting a lot of work for a lot of nothing if you take mine, but it's all good. We're getting there. JJ's will be worth a lot of money someday. That's for sure. If he gets that private jet. But hey, I'm going to do this giveaway pretty quick here. I know we have I think the Purple and Skull boys with Rap and I think Rap Yogi and SK are going to be on as well for their pregame show. So actually, I'm going to do a couple things real quick. Everybody get their hashtag skulls. We'll give this away pretty quick here. Hashtag skulls in the comments. But we're going to do this DraftKings really quick just because I want to put Ty Chandler in there. I'm feeling good about Ty Chandler. So let's see what we can come up with here. Because Ty Chandler is going to be that cheaper guy too. So I'm going to go down and find him. Where is he? We'll just type his name. All right. Ty Chandler, captain spot. What else are we feeling here? Justin, what up? What up?
Are we feeling a little bit? Where's where is Ty Chandler? Oh yeah, you already put him in the captain spot because I'm an idiot. What are we feeling here? Maybe another good Hawk game. He's expensive, but
I think we have to put him in here.
Yeah.
You know, hey, a couple people in here want to do some shout outs. I'm gonna throw some wrenches out right now. I got my boy Justin Lasik in the building. He's definitely got to get a wrench. We got Kofi in the building. He's definitely got a wrench. Our guy Sodak Kid in the building, who's definitely got to get a wrench. And of course, we got Skull for Life Barber getting a wrench. We're gonna be throwing some wrenches here. You guys are in all of our shows, and we appreciate it so much. Frozen North, you get a wrench. We're tossing out these wrenches right now.
If I say get this guy out of here, you get them out of here right away. Otherwise, you lose your wrench.
Let's go.
Those are the rules. Go. I've never had to
GG wants to fight Bleacher Report. This is Justin. GG wants to fight Bleacher Report fans.
Well,
no, we're trying to build a fan base on there. We have a couple people in there that kind of got our back, you know. That's what it is.
There's a couple people that pop in and
I dare them to come in here. That's all I'm saying. I dare them to come up here if they really want to smoke. All right. So I agree with you. We got to get Hawkinson in. I feel like we got to get Addison in, even though we're spending all our money. We have to get. So I do think. Let's see here. I think we have to get one Bears player, and I think we should go one.
Take one of their running backs?
One of their running backs. Yeah, and we probably go cheap here. We just go with Johnson here. How much did he get last week? Once
Foreman's out. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, Foreman's out, which I think is good for us. How did Herbert do last week? Ooh, dang, he had 16 carries, but only 35 yards. I'm not spending that money on him. I think we got to go cheap.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
So, I mean, dang, we still got tons of money here. Oh, we got to get Dobbs. We got to get Dobbs, obviously.
Do you take – we still have 11,000? Goddamn. I was going to say, do we take the defense? But we wouldn't even freaking need to take the defense at this point.
I mean, we could go –
I could see the defense getting a few turnovers.
Here, how much is the defense cost? Vikings defense?
4,400.
All right, let's see what happens when we go up from. We could go Herbert. Yeah, we'll just go Herbert instead of.
You think?
Oh, we still have $2,900. That's a lot of money.
Because we went cheap. We went cheap in the captain spot. That's why. But
yeah, we did. Let's see if we got Vikings defense.
So can we? Are basically all options on the table right now?
I think so. Careful what you wish for.
73. So Foreman, I don't know. Obviously not.
We could move someone else. I kind of want Ty Chandler though. You know?
Yeah, I can see him roll with him. A good game. I mean, so if you take Herbert out of there, and you put Vikings defense.
Vikings defense. Already lost them. Should just say Vikings. That's it. There they are.
Okay, so that's not even that great.
No, we can get Cole Kmet. I don't know about that. Unless we try to get Justin Fields.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
We would just have to go even cheaper. So let's take out Vikings defense. Let's go put Justin Fields. And at 20, I mean, we could go Oliver or Brandon Powell.
But like, see, they're like in the offense and they make some big plays, but none of them are going to be like great fantasy plays, you know. But then again, if you do pick one of those guys and they score a touchdown, then you're really sitting pretty,
right?
Which is kind of the key to DraftKings, you know. Like you build a really big lineup, and then you hope you just hit on that one guy that has a good game. Like let's be like I was looking at the person that won the I was doing a captain's mode for the Packer Lions game.
Yeah.
The team that won had the Packers defense in their captain spot. Like who going against that Lions team thinks, oh yeah, I'm going Packers defense. But you sometimes got to take a swing and get lucky.
Yeah. Hey, we might have to do it here. Oliver. So this is the question I have for the chat. I know Joey does have Kmet in there, but we don't want to give, we want one Bears. We're going to be extremely biased. So pick between Brandon Powell or Oliver, Josh Oliver. Who do we think is going to have more points in this game? Because otherwise, what would it be? We could put Kmet in there and then put Vikings defense in there.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's tough. Joey.
Powell. We got one Powell, one Oliver. Here, how about this?
2 for Powell. Two Powells, 1 Oliver.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna just get a
poll running.
A poll going here. All right, boom. Start it up. Everybody pick. Who's gonna have a bigger night tonight, Oliver or Brandon Powell? Sitting at 67% with Powell and 33% with Oliver. 80% Powell, 20% Oliver. I mean, that's probably a winner here. All right, we're doing it.
10 more seconds. See if anybody else.
All right, 10 more seconds.
Ooh. Oh, someone took a vote away. Oh, there it goes again. 5.
Yeah, this is a tough one. This was 4, a tough one.
3, 2, 1.
All right, 67% Powell. This is going to be the winner here. Ty Chandler, we need a touchdown out of him. All right, locking her in. Boom. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So, you want to do the card giveaway or should we do score predictions first?
Let's do, I'll put this up again. Last time, hashtag skulls in the comments. Like the video if you haven't already, all that good stuff. We'll run this actually right away here and then we'll do this giveaway here. All right. Running this in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Who we got today? Who we got? Obviously, you have to be in to win. You got to be in to win. And we've got boom, 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 boom. The music and the misery.
And he told us.
He told us he was out of here. He told us he's
what do we do? What do we do here? What do we do? He's been one of those that's kind of been in since the beginning of our live stream stuff.
That's our guy right there.
But at the same time, rules be rules. I don't know.
Sorry, music. I'm sorry. We got to roll it again. We got to roll it again.
Man, next time.
Here we go.
Hopefully those kids went to bed nice and easy for you.
Got? Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them next time. We'll make sure we take care of them, man. Boom. Joey. I told Joey he was getting one soon. I told him he was getting one soon.
There we go, Joey. Is this the first one?
No, I think he's had one before, and it's been a while. Because I was like, I saw one of our old messages on Instagram or whatever. I'm like, we need to get you a card because I saw the last time he won was like in April.
Oh, Jesus.
But no.
But all right, good deal, Joey. Make sure you just let us know you're still here, which we think you are.
He's in here. He's in here. He's getting this card.
I just got to scroll through all the JJ messages to see if I can find him.
He's in here. He's in it.
But anyway, score predictions. What are we thinking? About 25 minutes till game time.
My only other one was draft night. Oh, that's what it was. That's right. That's right.
Which would be April, so that's fair.
Yep.
It tracks. It tracks.
All right. Score predictions. I forgot what mine was for sure. I think it was 31 to
31-14, wasn't it?
31-14. I'm staying strong with that. I think we drop a 30 bomb on their heads. I think our defense holds well. I do think Justin Fields probably gets a couple runs, but otherwise I think he has an average day. I think this is going to be the win where we go out and beat a bad team like we should, and the fans can be a little bit more excited that not only about our chances of making playoffs, but hopefully, making it past the first round and maybe even further than that. So,
okay. So I went 24-17 the other day. I want to go a little better. I'm going 27-17. Like I said, I think it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be 3 quarters worth of nail biting, but I think in the fourth quarter we do pull away. I think we go up. 27-14 mid fourth quarter. Then we have a really big, just chest stomping drive on defense, get a turnover, and then we just ice the game away. Hey, Joey, thank you so much. We appreciate.
Hey, let's go. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you, bro.
Do appreciate that. 37-19 Vikings.
Let's go, our guy right there. That's our guy right there.
I like it. I like it a lot. Anything else before we call it a night here?
Just that I think Purple and Scold Media still on. You got Yogi, SK, and Rap on that show. After this, go over there and say what's up. Give them a heads up. We told y'all to go there, just to show them some love. But hey, we got Purple and Gold Media in there, or Purple and Gold for Days in here as well.
720. Okay.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. Let's go out and grab this W tonight, handedly. Mistake-free, foot on the gas throughout the entire game. Just have an overall great game. Yeah, let's do this.
Absolutely. And after the game, enjoy the game. Stay safe. After the game is over, hop in the Bleacher Report app. Go to the Vikings page. You'll be able to find us. We have a post-game stream going on as soon as the game is over there on Bleacher Report. Make sure you join us.
Yeah. Go check us out. Yeah, post-game, Bleacher Report. Go check out. You guys, if we can get more people in there to go battle out some of these trolls or whatever, but at the same time, I don't mind them either. I like to kind of, put them in their place as well. So, but yeah, definitely go. If you're not subscribed already, go subscribe to Purple Gold for Days with Justin. Their show tomorrow with Rap. He's doing a fundraiser for his daughter to get to New York. So go and check that all out. What up, Blaze? We just ended here, but let's get this in our favor. Would it be bear up or bear down if we wanted the Bears to lose?
That is a good question because bear down is like their calling card thing. So you don't really want to say that.
It'd be,
but you don't want to say bear up.
Bear left.
You could say bear down, but say it differently. Like someone just shot the bear. The bear's dead.
Yeah, we'll go bear down. We're gonna go bear down. We'll use their thing against them. That was stupid
Yeah,
by their
exactly.
marketing team. So, what
Jim, what's
up,
going
Jim?
on, man? 27,
Vikings
20
27,
Vikings
20
beat
Bears.
Bears. I like it. I like it for sure.
Yeah. Heck yeah, Barber. Let's go. Let's go. But all
And
right,
another thing,
everybody.
if you
What's that?
guys are gonna go join Justin's stream tomorrow night, he is 82 subscribers away from the 1,000 mark. Let's make sure
Yes.
we all do our part to get him there. So yeah,
Yes. 100%.
absolutely. Him,
100%.
Yogi, I think Yogi's at like, can't remember what his numbers was.
Actually,
Were, but
give me 1 second here. I'm gonna drop our Bleacher Report link, just in case if anyone wants to.
I like it.
Give me 1 second here before everybody heads out. Boom.
How about we say let's put the Bears into hibernation? That's the one I like.
Yeah. I mean, they've pretty much already been in there all year.
They've been in hibernation for the last 10 years.
Yeah. Everybody, this is our Bleacher Report link. So after this game, I know it's going to be late, but if anyone wants to pop in, we'll be doing a quick show there immediately after the game to give our winners and losers this game.
And it being late is no excuse, considering that I have to do the stream, and then afterwards I got to be up for work at 6 a.m. So if I can be there, you can be there too.
But all right, everybody, let's get this W.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for hopping in. Appreciate you.
Let's go Vikes.